foreign betting, 75% in betting, that's great. Because that means
That
we
is
won a
great.
little bit of money. A little bit of money. So with that being said, E-Rob, go ahead. Give us the locks for this weekend. What's going on in the betting world? Let us be degenerates today.
Yeah. So just to hit on that recap, right, of last week, 3 of 4. I will just call out the failure was betting on the Dolphins. We will not make that mistake again.
Oh
They made
yeah.
Daniel Jones look like Patrick Mahomes 4 years ago. So we are not going to bet on the
Yeah, they
Dolphins
did.
unless we're betting against the Dolphins for the rest of the season. That defense looked bad. The rest of
Yeah.
them, right, hit on the teaser Thursday night with Dallas and Philly. Hit on Commanders to cover -6 against the Giants, and then hit on Cortland Sutton anytime touchdown. So this
Had a
week,
big.
since Renee doesn't have the board, I'll have to pull open these bets again. So I'm gonna do another teaser. We're gonna include Dallas. Okay, Dallas and the
I like.
over. So this is a 7 point teaser that gets Dallas to +2 and over 37.5. They're playing at home against the Giants. So I think Dallas wins that game. And I think over 37.5, I think Dallas should score some points against that Giants defense.
Yes, sir. They should. They should. So that's our teaser. What is that sitting at, E-Rob? What's the payout?
It's -140, so
It's
14 to
140.
win
So
10.
$14 to win $10.
Yep.
And I'm assuming that's where our friends' betting ranges are, is increments of maybe 10, 5 and $10, or at least that's what mine are. Um, but bet whatever you can afford to lose. Don't forget that. This is not guaranteed. This is just fun advice.
Do not rely on my picks. Um,
I don't know. We're 3-4, baby. We're 3-4 going into week 2. Let's go. What's
all right.
next? What's next,
Next
bro?
one, I'm gonna take Steelers -3 at home against Seattle. I don't like what I saw from Seattle last week against San Francisco. They did not look good overall. And Pittsburgh looked better to me than I expected. Um, as far as offensively, right? Like we know that they have a good defense. I say that the Jets put up 30 some points, but I think their defense will get back to Pittsburgh Steelers football. And if Rodgers can throw for 2, 3, 4 touchdowns a week, I think that team is going to be tough to beat at home against a Seattle team that I don't love.
Right.
And then lastly, we'll throw in a Garrett Wilson anytime touchdown. I think he played really good against that Pittsburgh defense last week, minus the last play of the game where he dropped the football, getting hit by Ramsey, tough hit. So good defensive play there. But Garrett Wilson, anytime TD, I think watching that Buffalo defense against the Ravens last week, and then watching how many points the Jets were able to score against the Steelers defense, who I think is top 5, top 10 defense. I don't think Buffalo is as good as Pittsburgh's defense, and so I like Garrett Wilson anytime touchdown. I think Justin Fields and him carrying that Ohio State connection onto the football field.
Hey, baby, I like that. I like that. So, is that it? Is that all we got?
That's it.
Yeah, we went 3-4 last week. We're looking to go 100% this week.
I
Ride
mean,
with us.
I did do one more teaser if you want one more teaser, but
Well, let's have a little fun. Let's have a little fun.
all right, one more 7 point teaser. Okay, this game's tough. It's gonna be a good matchup. Chiefs and Eagles. So
Okay.
Kansas
Yep.
City is +1 points at home, and that over under is currently at 47.
Hmm.
So I like taking the Chiefs and the over. So that means that the bet would be Kansas City +8 and over 40 points. That's also -140. So bet 14 to win 10. I think, Philly's going to be tough to beat. They're going to have Jalen Carter, I guess, pending what happens pregame. But it's going to be a tough game for the Chiefs, but they're at home. They're coming off a division loss that was probably a little bit of a wake up call. They also, they probably have a chip on their shoulder from losing that Super Bowl. So I expect them to play well. They don't have to win for this bet to hit, right? Which is at +8. So I like that. And then ultimately, I think both offenses will score some points. So 40 isn't too high there for me.
I like that
All
one.
right, hell yeah. Having a little fun. I think I'm gonna tell you on both of those. That
Don't
that
jinx
that
it.
sounds juicy. Well, E-Rob, I appreciate you joining the show. 3 and 4, 75% hit rate, and looking to be at 100% this weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, Earl Robinson.